like the Mithun Chakravarti impersonator dancing on कसम पैदा करने वाले की और the funeral singer singing तेरी मेहरबानियां, these appearances are very realistic और ये बहुत seamlessly उस scene का part भी लगती हैं। हम सब जानते हैं who अनुराग कश्यप is. He has been the poster boy of indie cinema since the early 2000s. Critically acclaimed और successful films बनाने से लेकर box office disasters बनाने तक, this man has done it all. पर ऐसा क्या है that makes his storytelling stand out? Realism, violence, dialogues, casting lesser known good actors instead of big names, using authentic गालीज, ये सारी चीजें तो हम सबको पता है। तो आज हम इनके बारे में बात नहीं करेंगे। Today we are going to talk about something जिसके बारे में ज्यादा बात नहीं हुई है पहले. That is the use of music and dance in his films. गाने हमारी हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री का काफी इंपॉर्टेंट हिस्सा है, but Hindi films hardly use it as a part of the narrative. Now don't tell me these songs were a part of the narrative. बहुत ही कम ऐसे filmmakers हैं who have had a very unique and new take on filming songs. But अनुराग कश्यप की level की consistency और innovation is hard to match. The music in his films is always a part of the narrative, and he has collaborated with some of the best musical talents of this country, from Vishal Bharadwaj to Gulzar to Piyush Mishra to Amit Trivedi. His films always boast of unique music. Kashyap's first feature film as a director was Panch, which didn't get a theatrical release. I was too young to understand Kashyap cinema in the mid-2000s. In fact, the first Kashyap film I saw, or rather was blown away after watching, was Devdi. Devdi had 18 songs and all of them were chartbusters. We got Amit Trivedi's tunes and Amitabh Bhattacharya's words after Devdi. Kashyap literally has a knack for talent. Imagine casting Nawazuddin Siddiqui as a bandmaster, composing a brass band song Emotional Atyachar and making it a national breakup anthem. The film's entire album did complete justice in trapping the audience in the messy state of mind of its angst-fueled protagonist Dev. Let's talk about the song Pardesi here. इस song से start होता है देव का self-destruction. We see Dev knocking back-to-back drinks at a bar. The song has dizzying hallucinatory visuals that depict Dev's drunken state of mind. And with this song comes the use of dance. This was the first Kashyap films in which we saw the mysterious Twilight players breakdancing. This was used by him as a method of dramatic expression. He has used this technique in his other films like Mukkabaz and Manmarziyan to depict the mood of the film. These performers can also be seen as silent witnesses, which is a recurring trope in his films. In Patra, we see a boy Ankit Singh breakdancing on the ghats of Ganga. It is very similar to the Twilight players trio in Devdi. In Manmarziyan, we see twin sisters performing on the song Dhyan Chand in the first half. This trope is used in the underlining of the emotion. Manmarziyan is my least favorite Kashyap film, but this recurring trope of song and dance that is woven into the scenes is a reminder that we are in the Kashyap universe. After Devdi, Kashyap's next was Gulal that released in the same year. और इस फिल्म को cult status देने में सबसे बड़ा हाथ है पीयूष मिश्रा के गानों और पोएट्री का. The film is filled with Rajput men, their pride and their machismo. Between all this, there is Piyush Mishra playing Prithvi Bana, a jester who sees the world through his politically charged poetry.
इस मुल्क ने हर शख्स को जो काम था सौंपा, उस शख्स ने उस काम की माचिस जला के छोड़ दी.
ये लाइन एक बहुत ही इंटेंस सीन के बीचों बीच आती है and reminds you that an artist can never separate his art from politics. You can't sing Azadi Azadi and call yourself apolitical. And how can we not talk about the Arambh song? The song literally calls for a revolution. मतलब apolitical लोग भी protest करने लगे इसे सुनकर. गुलाल के सारे ही गाने have such powerful words by Piyush Mishra. And I have never heard a political dance number before Gulal. The song Rana Ji has this line, जैसे दूर देश के टावर में घुस जाए रे एरोप्लेन. You can literally tell your politics through your art, and thankfully Kashyap never forgot his politics or his art. Anurag Kashyap has always mentioned this in a lot of his interviews that he doesn't look at music as a separate part of a film. It's always a primary part, a part that is as much important as, let's say, dialogues are or casting actors are. The songs in his film describe the state of mind of a character, and this is a major reason why the album gets famous once the movie is released and not before the release of the film as a marketing tool, जैसे कि हमने usually बाकी फिल्मों के लिए देखा है. इसका सबसे बढ़िया एग्जांपल है गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर का म्यूजिक. वैसे तो वासेपुर is a gritty crime saga, but it's also one of the most entertaining films. Let's have a look at these two songs from this film. The first song is Saiya Kala Re. This song takes place when Fazal, who is heavily influenced by the 90s Hindi film hero, visits Mohsina's house to meet her family. In his head, he is nothing less than a larger-than-life hero, maybe a Salman Khan or a Sanjay Dutt. His walk is giving out a Nayak nahi khalnayak hu main vibe. But notice how the words of the song are describing Fazal as he is. His appearance, his profession, everything, full of reality. This is a ridiculously self-aware song, no exaggeration. Because we, the audience, have known Fazal since he was a kid. In fact, the film never portrays Faisal as a larger-than-life gangster, but these guys are heavily influenced by cinema. So Anurag Kashyap uses this brilliant use of references to show the impact of cinema and how it affects their decisions. The second song, which became extremely popular, doesn't actually make any sense, especially on the scene it is used on. I'm talking about the Chicha Leather song. This is a beautifully choreographed chase sequence. Not as amazing as the chase sequence in Black Friday, but it has a fan following of its own. Even though Chicha Leather doesn't make any sense here, it somehow does the job of building that adrenaline rush. तो जितना ही सस्पेंस यहाँ बिल्डअप हो रहा है उतना ही फनी भी है ये पूरा चेस सीक्वेंस. द ओनली वे दिस हेल्प्ड इन मूविंग द प्लॉट फॉरवर्ड वाज टू पुट डेफिनेट इन जेल सो दैट जेपी सिंह कैन लेटर गेट हिम आउट एंड डेफिनेट बिकम्स लॉयल टू हिम. एंड इफ द चेस सीक्वेंस डजंट मेक एनी सेंस, व्हाई शुड द सॉन्ग मेक एनी सेंस ईदर? सो व्हाई वाज चीचा लेदर इन द फिल्म?
ऐसे ही सेक्सी लग रहा था.
I'll go with definite here. Chase scenes are always sexy. Usually, the extra characters that appear in this film, like the Mithun Chakravarti impersonator dancing on Kasam Paida Karne Wale Ki, or the funeral singer singing Teri Meherbaniya, these appearances are very realistic और ये बहुत seamlessly उस scene का part भी लगती हैं. But Wasipur also uses needle drop as a very effective way to showcase timelines in the film. The late 80s and the 90s are depicted through these old songs. Even film dialogues are used to achieve this.
एक लड़का और लड़की कभी दोस्त नहीं होते.
सारे वासेपुर फैंस के लिए here's a PSA. अगर आप वासेपुर के सच्चे फैन हैं तो YouTube पे इसके म्यूजिक की मेकिंग देखो. स्नेहा खानवलकर's journey of finding the right music for this film is as good as the film itself. Wasipur established Kashyap as the best filmmaker of our times. और हो भी क्यों ना, this film was the biggest risk that anyone would have ever taken. फिल्म में एक्सट्रीम वायलेंस थी. इट वॉज अ 5.5 आवर फिल्म जो 2 पार्ट्स में रिलीज हुई थी विद एन A सर्टिफिकेट. बेसिकली ये फिल्म बॉलीवुड के सारे सेट कन्वेंशंस को तोड़ रही थी. At its heart, it was a generational revenge saga, but only a genius like Kashyap could have pulled off a simple revenge tale and make a Wasipur out of it. And music played a very important part in it. Long before Bollywood started raving about Divine post Gully Boy, Kashyap used Divine's powerful tune and words in Mukkabaz, placing the angst and the hustle of Divine's emotions while showing Shramar's journey of becoming Mukkabaz. Patra is such a powerful track कि वो मुझे भी वर्कआउट करने के लिए मोटिवेट कर देता है. That is the level of understanding he has of film music. Even Bombay Velvet's music perfectly incorporated the mood of the film. The film might have failed at the box office, but Kashyap is someone who always keeps taking risks and never shies away from speaking his mind through his films. And that is what makes him a director who actually cares about the art. Even though songs are required to be in the narrative, he is at least going to make them look fresh and innovative. So that was the video, guys. Let me know your favorite moments from the Kashyap universe. And for more such videos, subscribe to India Times.